Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Azreal Batman armor. Now this is the Walmart exclusive gold label silver variant version of the previously released Azreal Batman armor. Now if you're watching this video, you're probably watching it for one to two reasons. One, either you're already watching my content and thank you so much, or two, you're curious about this figure and you stumbled across my channel. And if that's the case, welcome. Now, we're going to look at this figure. We're going to compare him to the previous release Azreal Batman armor, and I'm going to give my 2 cents. Do I think this figure is worth it if you don't have it? And with the about to be released 2-pack with the White Knight Batman and the Azreal Batman, is this worth your time? And that's really going to depend on how hardcore collector you are. So let's jump into it. So of course, figure looking awesome. Same figure that we got before, but with this nice shiny new paint job on it. We got the Mcfarlane Gold label on there. Nothing new about the packaging or anything that stands out on there. Of course, got the side of the Azreal Batman armor, Batman Curse of the White Knight Silver Edition, and I highly praised that comic before. But if you haven't read any of the Batman, the White Knight stuff, it is amazing. You can probably check your local library. They probably have the trade and stuff like that, but definitely amazing for the story and the art. The art is some of the best I've seen. So we got a product shot of our Batman Azreal in the Batman armor, standing on the rooftop, looking badass. And here's some other figures from the wave. We have Dr. Fate. We have the Bat White Knight Cycle, whatever. They got the Mcfarlane exclusive Wonder Woman we reviewed on this channel. The King Shazam we reviewed on this channel, and the Demon reviewed on this channel. Actually, all of these have been reviewed on this channel, so if you're new, check them out. And UPC on the bottom, of course, guys, is always going to be in the shots, guys, but if you need it, but like I said, this is a Walmart exclusive, so that's where you're going to have to find it. So let's go ahead and crack open this Azreal in the Batman armor and check it out. All right, and we're looking at our Batman armored Azreal in silver, and this figure looks awesome. Really detailed. The sculpt on this figure is insane, but it's the same thing we've seen before, and it's actually less detailed because of the lack of paint on it. So it really comes down to as a collector, do you want these gold label figures? Do you need two versions of the same figure? And you know, we still haven't got the comic accurate one. The other one's the black and silver. We need one more of the purples and stuff like that, and the grays. So that might be coming down the line. And this figure is about to get re-released again in a 2-pack with a better version, I find, of the White Knight Batman. So for me, this is my own personal soapbox and opinion and stuff like that. I'm a little bit more selective with my Mcfarlane now, just because the variants have gotten a little bit ridiculous. I got 3 Batman Beyonds. This is the 4th time I'm going to have this sword accessory in my collection because of this, the variants and stuff like that. And then there's the 2-pack coming out, so that'll be the 5th sword of this Saint Dumas sword I'm going to be getting. So, and just the fact that a lot of the figures are getting repacked in multi-packs and stuff like that. That happened with the Green Lantern Batman. That happened with the Superman and the Devastator Batman. That's happening with the Batman Who Laughs and the Robin Crows, and now it's happening with this figure and the other White Knight Batman. So I don't know, it just got to be a little bit more selective as a collector and stuff like that, especially when you collect in multiple lines. If this is all you collect, then hey, more power to you. But that's just me. That's my soapbox. So I'm gonna get off. We're gonna look at the figure and do some articulation and compare it, and give final thoughts. All right, Azreal Batman compared to the previous released Azreal Batman, and you can clearly see this is the exact same figure, just with the repaint and stuff like that. Like I said, this figure is about to get a re-release in a nice 2-pack with a really cool flame base and stuff like that. So I'll probably double dipping again because I really like that White Knight Batman, and I'm a sucker. But is it worth it for this? That's up to you guys. In my opinion, I don't think so. If it was painted accurate, even if it was painted like a tribute to the Nightfall, the original one, that color scheme, I would have jumped all over that. I would have paid a premium price for that. But just the exact same packing and stuff like that. And one of the things about Azreal, the Batman in there, he uses the flaming sword, and they still haven't given that with this figure. That'd be a really easy effect because we already got it, and since we get the same sword every time. And my fourth, I don't even have my white one at Azreal anymore, because I'm not keeping these variants, stuff like that. So I got 3 of them right now. But yeah, just get that flame a piece from the previous release figure. That could have been a pack in, but this is already a made existing piece. But this is just a simple repaint, and you know, in my opinion, it's pretty lazy. So that's my opinion. So I'm gonna stop ranting about that. So anyway, so yeah, these are the 2 figures compared, so you can kind of see and you can make your own opinion and stuff like that. Like I said, with the lack of paint, we lose a lot of the detail with like the shoulder pads, really cool stuff in the chest and stuff. Of course, the gauntlets and with the blades, and then of course the utility on the belt. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of the white eyes. I would have rather they would have done the red eyes or even the yellow. You know, this would be a good figure to customize. It'll be a little bit easier as a base and stuff like that. So that's tempting. Now I'm going to take you away now. I usually don't try to do the reviews or have the figures on a stand when I review them and stuff like that, because I don't feel it's accurate of them being posed. I don't know, but this figure has really loose joints on his legs, so I had a lot of trouble kind of getting his feet are really loose. So that kind of bothered me. I don't know if that's just a different plastic they use. It doesn't feel any different or cheaper, but it was really loose out the box. So he is a very top heavy figure. So I had a little bit of issues standing him, and that was kind of annoying me a little bit. But and I already reviewed him, so I don't really want to go through all the detail on it and stuff like that. But we'll definitely look at the articulation on this guy. And yeah, he's very sharp and spiky. Putting that sword in there and stuff like that is because this plastic is solid and stuff like that. So yeah, just warm it up a little bit if you need to get the sword in there and stuff like that. But if not, then yeah, use at your own risk. But anyway, articulation on our Azreal Batman. So he can look down about nothing, up about that much, down a little bit more. Actually, his head was kind of stuck. There's no real tilt to lie slightly with the shoulder. With that collar, you get a little bit, but you don't have full range. You can kind of get that pivot like this. Now, there is, these are all actually on a ball, so you can actually get the shoulder pads. If you want an arm rotation, you can kind of get it. This floats up there, so if you wanted it like that high, I don't know why you would. Maybe if you were recreating that famous fall pose from him, but they won't really hinder you too much. You can kind of work around it. There is a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, and that range is limited by that gauntlet. There's flex on the wrist, on that ball, and rotation. And we got a pretty substantial, oh, I thought he was going to have crunch more than that. A little bit of pivot. Yeah, with this plating right here, we're not going to get crunching going on there. But Azreal Batman can almost do a full split. There is rotation on the thigh, double jointed knees, no boot cut or anything like that, and that ball joint and toe pivot. He got peg holes on the bottom of his feet. Definitely. And the cape, I mean, this cape is just the material on it is being that it's painted with that silver and stuff like that, it's pretty translucent. You can kind of see through it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. I don't know. It looks good on the shelf. In the bright light, you kind of see right through it, so that kind of sucks. But I don't know. It was a quick review on this, guys. I think if you do not have this figure at all, I'd wait for the 2-pack. My personal opinion. But if you're a collector and you want all the different variants and you're a big fan of this suit or this version of this character, who is a freaking awesome character, then definitely by all means get it. That was just my soapbox, guys. In most episodes, if you're new, most episodes aren't like that. I just got some feelings about Mcfarlane some days. And anyway, that's the figure, guys. We'll go ahead and throw some other ones, some comparisons. So back up with our Nightfall Batman. Sorry, with our original Azreal. I have our White Knight Batman. And you better say. That'd be Azreal, this guy is another one. Okay, there we go. And then, of course, Joker from White Knight. So there you go. That's just kind of size comparison and everything for those guys and stuff like that. And like I said, if you haven't read that comic, check it out. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorites in the last probably like 5 years. But anyway, that's it. Let me guys know what you think about this figure. It was one you're gonna must get, and pass, whatnot. Any thoughts on these variants, stuff like that? Am I crazy or am I just too picky and stuff like that? And let me know. And if you're new, please consider subscribing, but definitely check out the other content and stuff like that. And appreciate the view and everything. And I hope you come back. For everyone else, we will be doing. I'll actually be doing the Superman version of the gold label too. So if you're interested, stick around for that. And then we normally do Mcfarlane, DC, NECA, Marvel Legends, and whatever else I come across. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself.